Welcome back to Calculus. So if you didn't get the email or you haven't been checking your school email, I did send out a link to a review for, it's mostly grade 12 pre-cal concepts, but then there's also some concepts covered or that should have been covered in earlier math courses that you've taken. So I really, really strongly recommend that you check it out. It's not for marks, but it's really, really good practice and getting your head back in that sort of math gear. While I have your attention, if you are in the process of taking grade 12 pre-cal while you're taking this course, if you could please just shoot me an email and let me know. I would really, really appreciate that because I'm going to teach this course like you've seen everything. And if you haven't taken grade 12 pre-calculus prior to starting this course, some of these concepts are going to look a little funny and you're going to be like, what on earth are you talking about? I've never seen this function in my life. So make sure you let me know if you are taking grade 12 pre-cal right now. You should be taking it in first semester. If you're not taking it till second semester, then we're going to have a chat, you and I. But that's the main thing that we need to pay attention to. So you should be able to see in the background here my screen, and you'll notice that there's a bunch of writing off to the side. So this is in our course OneNote again. So you do have access to this page. It's under our content library. So I've got the document posted in here, and then I've got my writing as well showing my answer key. And I'm almost done it. There's just a couple more questions at the end that I need to do. But for the most part, it's done. So let me just switch here. Make myself tiny. So when you're looking at this screen, we've got the questions and then all my answers. And I tried to keep them all within one page. So if you get down to 4 and you're like, oh no, I don't see the rest of it, just scroll to the right and the rest of my answer key should appear there. And if you do get stuck and you're like, I'm not 100% sure how I got this, you are more than welcome to ask, and I'm more than happy to take a look at that with you. So we've got trig, we've got polynomials, synthetic division. I strongly recommend reviewing how to do synthetic division. It's much quicker than long division. Transformations and graphs, just drawing your attention quickly to transformations when we get to this question here. Always apply the multiplication transformation before the addition subtraction. So that's apply the stretch or compression before the slide. Those are kind of some big ones. Some of this work if you scroll down. So again, I tried to keep it beside, so even though we've got the answer to this question actually showing up on the graph 26, that's the last question in the transformations and graphing section, just because I needed a grid to work with. And then logs and exponents. So this is going to be the area that's going to look pretty foreign if you haven't finished pre-cal yet. So again, let me know if that's the case. Watch out for extraneous roots outside of the domain when you get there. And then this last section, that's really where other grades worth of math are going to show up. So I'm going to be going back into our file and fixing this, but if you've already been accessing it, there is a little typo in the formula for midpoint. It should be adding, not subtracting, in figuring out the midpoint coordinates. If you have questions about this formula because you never learned it, same thing with the distance formula here, please feel free to contact me or post in our collaboration section. But otherwise, as you can see, I'm not quite done the answer key for this part. I'm going to be finishing that up once I'm done this video, but I wanted to get this out there so that you would know where to look, and just to reinforce that like this is out there, really do practice it. That's what it looks like and where to find it, in addition to the link that you got in the email, and to draw attention to that one little typo. So with that in mind, I am going to leave you to it. And again, if you do have questions, if you go up and into our collaboration space, we can go under peer support, and in addition to limits, I'm going to add a page here for our pre-review. So if you have questions, you can always post them in there, in addition to seeking help from a classmate outside, or if you email me. But yeah, so good luck with your review, and tomorrow I'll be posting our first official calculus lesson.